Okay, so let's discuss about the next rock formation or the rock type that happened just after the deposition of the Gondwana system. So just if we take a quick recap, Gondwana rift basins, they developed again due to the rifting of the Indian plate within the weak zones of protons. And due to this rifting, there were development of gravens and rift valleys. We also discussed how there was a snowball earth formation about 700 to 600 million years ago, and thereafter, of course, there was deglaciation, and evidence of all these processes is preserved in the sedimentary rocks that are deposited within these Gondwana basins in form of glacial deposits, in form of marine sediments like limestone. Then, of course, the fluvial sediments are there. All of this was happening during the Jurassic, Triassic, and up till late Cretaceous period. Then, during 114 to 65 million years ago, in the Mesozoic era, something remarkable again happened within the history of the Earth. There was widespread volcanism, and there was also a huge attack by the meteoroids, if we can call it that. And this map here shows the, of course, the position of the Indian subcontinent, where the red dots mark the locations where scientists they have documented or found the evidence of these huge meteoritic events. And that is the time of late Cretaceous period. This age also marks the end of dinosaurs, which dictated the Earth's surface once upon a time. So, as I said, there was widespread magmatic activity that happened, and this marked the end of the deposition of Gondwana sedimentary series during the Triassic and Jurassic periods. Okay, so if we talk about the volcanic provinces, or when this magma is solidified, what type of rocks it has formed. Of course, these are younger than the Gondwana sedimentaries, so we would expect them to overlie on top of the Gondwana sedimentary rock types. So we can classify broadly these into three types, right from Rajma volcanics, Saint Mary Island to Deccan traps, and they are becoming younger in the sequence. And this map here shows the distribution of these major rock formations. So we have the Rajma volcanics here marked by the yellow dot, the Saint Mary Island off the coast of Karnataka we have with blue dot, and Deccan traps which represent or which cover quite a bit of Peninsular India are marked by this red dot. So Rajma volcanics are the oldest igneous rocks which represent this large scale magmatization or volcanic eruptions. These are deposited in Jharkhand, southern Meghalaya, also known as the Sylhet traps in Bangladesh regions. And you can see these volcanics in form of which are represented by the green color here. Saint Mary Islands, which are located offshore northwestern Karnataka, they represent next phase of volcanism, which is about 86 million year old, and they are the resultant of acidic lava flows. And the youngest one we have the Deccan traps. They are one of the most extensive rock formations which are exposed over the Indian peninsula. You can see their distribution in this map by this green color. So they cover quite a bit of Maharashtra, parts of Madhya Pradesh, also Gujarat in the Saurashtra and Kutch region. And they are formed by the solidification of huge volumes of lavas and tuffs. And they are dated youngest in the series of volcanic rocks, that is about 69 to 61 million years ago. And because they represent large flood basalts, or flood-like events of the lava, of course, we would expect that they would have flat-topped topography. So they are largely plateaus. This is a picture that I've taken from internet that shows Mahabaleshwar in Western Ghat region. You can see how lava has been deposited in layers. We generally don't expect igneous rocks to show such kind of stratification, but there were so many events of magmatization that this lava was deposited in layers and led to formation of these huge plateaus. And again, they have been dated between 70 to 60 million years of age. Now, we also talked about this time period of history of Earth, that there were a lot of meteoritic bombardment also on the surface of Earth. One such manifestation you can see of such meteoritic impact is in form of lunar crater lake in Maharashtra. So this lake here is created by impact of a meteorite, again that was created in the Deccan traps. Just another interesting fact that this large scale volcanism of late Cretaceous period, together with the large scale meteoritic bombardment, marked the end of dinosaurs on the surface of the earth as well. So it is suggested that dinosaurs actually suffered a double punch from geology, both in form of large scale volcanism and a meteoritic bombardment that wiped them off completely after 65, 66 million years of age. So we don't find any fossils which are younger than 65, 66 million age of dinosaurs, suggesting that they completely became extinct. So with this, we finish with the ancient block of peninsular India. We have studied different types of rocks, right from the oldest Archean cratons to the youngest Deccan traps. So largely they are igneous. There are a lot of sedimentary rocks also. Each rock formation tell us about a piece of history in the evolution of Earth, various processes that they were deposited in. And now we will discuss about the Himalayas and their associated young-fold mountains. Again, you have to remember Indian plate is still drifting northwards and it is in process of now colliding with the Eurasian plate. And then we will have the rise of the great mountain ranges called the Himalaya. So we'll talk about that in the next video.